I'm going to show you how to hook an LVB tracker to a G5500 rotor to a Kenwood TS2000 using Satpc32. First thing, we're going to go to the menu 56. We're going to make sure it's in 9600 baud. That's what I run. Next thing we want to do is we want to go to the website. We want to download. We want to go to downloads. And we want to go www.dkk1tb.de. If you just put in Satpc32 on Google, you'll find it. I want to go to downloads. This is really crooked here. Let me see if I can straighten it up. Okay, we want to go to downloads. And we want to go to Satpc32 demo for North America users or wherever you are. I'm going to open it. And we want to extract all. And I've already extracted it once, so next thing you want to do is you want to right click on the setup NA 991. You want to run it as an administrator. Okay, we are now installing it. And it is now on my desktop. I put it on the desktop for you. First thing I want to do, I want to go click on Satpc32 and you want to put in your coordinates. Now mine is -82.07 and the latitude is 39.49. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my registration because I did buy the registration. So, put my call sign in, put my name in, and so that you guys, I don't have 1,000 people trying to get passcode, I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can't see my passcode to get into it. I recommend going ahead and buying it due to the fact it's helping keep amateur radio in space, and it'll help us out, and help you out, keep us more satellites in space. When you put it in, it'll say the password is right. So now the next thing we want to do is we want to hit OK. Okay, and we have it open, and the problem is that up here in the right hand corner, or up here, it'll say unregistered version. We want to close this out. We want to open it back up, and then it'll put me as my registered user. Next thing I want to do is I want to set the rotor up, and you want to go to Setup, Rotor Setup, and I'm running a Yaesu 5500, and it'll say Yaesu GS232. Next thing is the port number. I want to put port 4 because that's the port that mine is on. Yours might be different. So I actually have a 232 to USB adapter because my computer only has one 232 output. So after we do that, we want to store this. We want to hit OK. We want to close this, and we want to close this one more time. And we want to open it back up. After we open it back up, we're going to go to, this is cat control. Oh, we want to go to your rotor control R. This will turn it on. And we want to test it. Oh, actually, we have to go down here we have to go down here to the server SDX. It will pop up, and you want to go setup. You want to put the port in that you want, which was port 4, and we want to store it, and it needs to be 9600 baud for the LVB tracker. We want to hit store, and it'll say you'll have to close it again. Oh, this won't let you close that, so until you close this, and it will automatically close the server. Now that when we open it back up, it will come up, and we want to go to rotor control up here, click on it, and we want to go to rotor, and we're going to, this is at 320, and we'll hit park just to see if it works. You'll hear my rotor click in the background and start working. So we know that everything is going right. As a matter of fact, let's make sure, and we will go to rotor again, and we'll change this to 0 just to make sure that it is save and park, and it's taking it to 0. So we know we have that function working properly. And the next, sorry for the how this is doing it. Okay, the next thing I want to do, sorry I'm doing this with a cell phone, but I wish somebody would have done this for me. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to set up the radio. We want to go to radio, we want to go setup, radio setup. We're running a Kenwood TS2000. The model, we want to go baud rate. We go baud rate, and we want to go to the 9600. That's what I got the radio set at. Also, you want to hit RTS plus 12 volts. It makes it run. And I know my port on this, which I do have one port on my computer that's 232, and it's hooked right directly to radio, and it's port number 1. So we want to go store. So again, with Satpc32, you have to close out the program. Once we close out the program and we start it back up, it's going to now do rig control. Now, when you know you got rig control, you will notice that there is a PC right there, and that's how you know that you were locked on. Also, when you change from a different satellite, let's change to another one here. This is AO91, and it will automatically change. Oh, I did not. Up here you need to put in cat control. So now it has changed what we want to do. And you heard the radio go, nee, nee, nee. So that is how to set it up. Next thing that I like to do on mine is I don't like this view, and I like to go to mode. No, I lied. I want to go to setup options. This is the options I like. I want to check rotor control because I want it to always control my rotor. I want it to do cat control. I want it also to have multiple satellites. I don't want auto select, and I don't want to click on the, and this zoom to, I don't like the zoom to. So that's all I like. I also like ground track. So now we hit store, and the next time we load it up, all this will be what we want. So we're going to close it, and we're going to load it again. Now everything is how we want it. Oh, the next thing is, see right here, it's putting me at the wrong location. It's actually putting me at the location that the guy that ran the program. So we want to go to setup. We want to go to observer. We want to put in my grid square, which is Echo Mike 89. You'll put your grid square in. Echo Mike 89 XL. And we're going to put in the GPS coordinates that we put in earlier. So we want to put minus 82.07, or whatever location, whatever your longitude and latitude is. You can get this from you can get it off of QRZ. So 49. Sorry if I'm unprofessional. I just always wanted somebody to do this. Then we're going to hit store. Now it's not going to change until you close the program and open it back up. So we are now going to open it back up. And it should shift everything and put me right there where I'm at in Ohio. And let's see, if you look down here, you'll see that some of them's lit up. And A07, when I click on this, it should automatically start tracking and change the Doppler shift of the Kenwood. And it did. Rotor is now tracking. And if we switch to A027, it'll do the same thing. And we are good. So that is how to set up your Satpc32 Kenwood and LVB tracker to a G5500. I hope this helps somebody out. It really was a long process for me to get it up and running. But I really love satellites. They're a lot of fun. And hope you enjoyed it. 73s.